Hi, I'm Nancy Zawicki. I'm a registered dietitian with Northwestern Medicine, the West Region, and we're here at Living Well today to do number 16 of the Quick Bite series. Today we're talking about pasta and pesto. So just to begin with, this is a dish that we're going to call the cherry tomato burst pasta. So it's my version of not having to use sauce. I just take a little baking dish and I put a little bit of olive oil in there, and I love the assorted colors of the grape tomatoes, and I also chopped up red pepper. So it's just olive oil, some garlic, red pepper, and the tomatoes. You could also take it a step further and add zucchini. So it's just a bunch of vegetables and then just black pepper. There's no salt added. And then you just roast it in the oven like 375 degrees until it's nice and juicy and cooked. You want that juice, you want to save that juice. So what I did, I just cooked up some penne pasta, and that's ready to go. Now, if a person were like, I don't want a lot of pasta, you could keep it separate, and that who's ever serving could just take how much pasta they want and then top it with this mixture. But for today, I'm just gonna add it all so you can see what it looks like. So we're just gonna pour this in. And then the garlic is, I kept it in big cloves, but as it roasted, it gets nice and soft and it'll just kind of mash up in here. If you wanted to, you could also add some arugula or spinach, and that adds more vegetables. I'm gonna add this zucchini. Normally I would cook it first, but I just thought, well, we'll just add this as well. So you can see whatever recipe, you start with a base, and then you can add from there and get a delicious mixture of vegetables. And then if you want to serve chicken on the side, or you can just eat it like that. And we're just going to top it with some Parmesan cheese. So you can do this as a summer meal, or all year round, and you're avoiding the jar of sauce. So there you go. We also have whole wheat pasta, which is really nice. If you haven't tried it before, you just make it the same way as you would regular pasta. And actually, you're gonna get more fiber and nutritional benefit, but it really tastes the same. So it's an easy transition to that. So I hope that you enjoy this recipe. Now we're gonna move around here and make some pesto. So there's different variations. On the website, you're gonna see that I just have some basic suggestions for doing this. So what I would suggest is when you do your basil, it's nice to blanch it first. It brings out the nice green color. And then when you freeze, if you want to freeze it like an ice cube tray, it will stay a nice color. It won't get that real dark. So I'm just going to add it to the food processor. The parsley, you can just keep, fresh. Just have it washed and throw that in. We also have fresh garlic we're going to throw in. I always tend to go a little heavier on the garlic. I like that flavor. We have some lemon zest, which gives a nice little burst of tartness, and almonds. And you can use any kind of nut you want. I like to use the almonds though. They're toasted, so it brings out the flavor. And we're just gonna do this first, and then we'll add some olive oil. All right, now we're gonna add some olive oil. We're just gonna lightly drizzle it in. So it's getting nice and green and everything's getting chopped up. And we'll just put a little drizzle of olive oil and then blast it again. So if you're growing herbs, this is a great way to use them when they're ready. All right, so I'm going to add it to some pasta so you can see what you can do with it then. You can use it in the recipe that you're going to use now, and then freeze the rest in the little ice cube trays. I brought a few suggestions too for growing. You can still grow your herbs. Basil, oregano is good, parsley. You can even do a mint if you choose. So let's do this. Lay it out. All right. And now we'll just add probably like about a half a cup or so. Well, it's a little bit more than that, maybe 3/4 cup. Stir it up. And then you can, go from there as a pasta dish. It can be a cold salad. It can be warm with chicken, some Parmesan cheese on top. And it just gives you a base. There's another pesto you can make. You'll see it on the website, all the different variations, where you first make the pesto, then you're going to add some ricotta cheese, some sun-dried tomatoes, black olives, garlic, even some orange zest would be good. And then you've got another version. So we just want to promote growing and using herbs and give you ideas for including the pasta. There's all different types of pastas out there. There's little orzo, which is small, little tiny. There's a recipe I'm going to put on the website. It's called lemon chicken orzo. It's a dinner. I made it the other night. And first you just cook up the orzo, and then you cook up chicken. You chunk it up and use it on the cooktop with lemon. And I put these halves of lemon right in with the chicken while I cook it, and garlic. And then I just saute, I just kind of tweaked the recipe. I was like, open my refrigerator, like, what can I use up? So I did onion, red pepper, I sauteed that. Or ear of corn, I put corn in there, tomatoes, and then some spinach, and then just threw it together. I even put snow peas in. And I kept the orzo separate, and then the vegetable mixture with the chicken separate. So you could just take a little bit of orzo if you want, and then put the rest on there. Almost turned into a stir fry, but for me it was a great way to use up vegetables, because now with everybody trying to save money, not waste food, and eat healthy, with the COVID crisis still going on, it was an easy recipe for that. And you can do the same for this. You can always add some extra vegetables of your choice. So I hope that you will try making your own pesto at home and enjoy.